So, John, as we patiently wait for the new Rey Skywalker film, Skeleton Crew coming in from Disney Plus, official trailer. It's just under 2 minutes long.
Just in case you didn't know.
We're going back to, obviously, web series. John and I obviously bypassed The Acolyte for obvious reasons.
Because it was shit.
Skeleton Crew, I don't really know too much about this, John, to be honest with you, which is strange coming from someone that grew up with Star Wars that doesn't know much about this, but that's where we're at as fans, I'm afraid.
I vaguely know something.
I'm intrigued to see what this is about.
Is this the one where it's like an ordinary world, younger kids kind of dreaming, then they're whipped off almost like Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe, Oz kind of thing where they're whisked into Star Wars? I don't know. Find out in a moment, won't we?
Yeah.
Let's not speculate. Let's find out by actually watching and reacting to it. That's why we're here after all. Shall we press play and get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Play.
What are you in for? What are you in for?
Mavericks, these kids.
I found something buried in the woods.
Dad.
This is unacceptable. Do you understand?
What do you think it is?
Don't touch anything. What did you do?
We're lost. Really lost.
Stay together.
We just need some directions home.
Come on, kid. Pay up. Whoa.
Where'd you two find an old Republic credit?
Over here, quick. I'll get you home. We'll make a partnership. But we have to move fast. I need you to take the controls.
Okay.
Neil? Neil?
A crew of murderous pirates is coming.
Something's wrong.
They're not going to just turn up. We need to find them.
We're not alone down here.
Be warned of booby traps. Pirates. There's mountains where none dare to go.
If you hear this, don't give up. No matter what.
Tell you what, doesn't look horrific.
Not the worst
Looks
thing I've
very
seen done,
kid friendly.
Yeah.
Looks like it could be potentially a lot more simpler themes being explored than what we've seen in perhaps other Star Wars shows, and that's not a bad thing because sometimes you have to get back.
John, is the exact thing I was thinking. Star Wars version of the Goonies.
Yeah.
Also,
it's that vibe I spoke about, isn't it?
What's that thing called that they're all watching these days? The kids. It's inspired by obviously 80s.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yeah, that's the one. I'm not down with the kids anymore, but
Yeah,
Goonies is my thing. That's my era. But that was the vibe I got. Certainly, we moan when they regurgitate Star Wars and link it to the Skywalker stuff every time. So they're not doing it, hopefully, with us.
Yeah.
They're doing something different, something fresh, and something that's been taken away. Even the format's totally different. That music at the start was like, what? What's going on here? This isn't like a John Williams rip-off. What's going on? It feels more like a sort of 80s sort of pop cultural sort of movie going on.
Yeah,
here,
I think that's a perfect description. That first comment, the Goonies and Star Wars is perfect. That describes this show beautifully. Instead of Josh Brolin, you've got Jude Law coming in and being the sort of more mature spearhead, and that's a required role in this kind of TV show.
Yeah,
because you've got a young cast, and they can be all over the place in terms of their acting output. So you need a sort of anchor, a more mature anchoring figure in there to guide them.
Visually,
it bounce off of.
Looked really good.
It did look really impressive on a visual level.
Yeah.
I think that comment is perfect as well, Stephen. Imagine being 10 and Star Wars drops this show for Christmas. Fun time watching with nieces and nephews. Stephen, look, I agree with that. That's what Star Wars was about back in the day. People forget this. They forgot it in the 90s and the early 2000s when they were moaning about
kids,
the prequels. It was for kids. It was a space opera, fast, frenetic, fun space adventure for kids. It was never for adults.
Yeah.
Adults resonated with it because it was a great, simple story. And that's what great, simple stories do. They resonate with multiple demographics. But in the main, it was designed and targeted at kids. This is getting back to what Star Wars was before. No bullshit politics getting forced in.
Yeah.
You can have... what's the word I'm looking for here? Not multiculturalism is another one. Representation of different faces and different ethnicities in there. But don't hit people on the head with it. They're just there.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it. You don't even think about it.
Concentrate on the story.
Concentrate on the story. Yeah. That's the most important aspect.
Certainly,
and it seems to be doing that here.
This is what Lucasfilm should have been doing from the very beginning. It's okay to do things for different age groups. It's okay to do things representing, all walks of life, etc. Keep the politics to the side and do some stuff like this. Now, you hit the nail on the head, John. It's not for everyone, but it doesn't have to be. The Acolyte was not for everyone. And I totally avoided it. I know you didn't watch it, I didn't watch it, but you had massive Star Wars fans subjecting themselves to it. I get the YouTubers do it because that's what they do. That's their sort of job, if you like. They have to see it through. They have to review it. I get that. But I couldn't subject myself to stuff like that if I'm not going to enjoy it, because it's not for me.
No.
And I don't care. I don't mind. I don't get offended. I don't get upset about it because I'm not watching it. Simple as that. But exactly. I would watch this with my kids.
No, it does. It looks good. It looks fun. Looks like a simpler story. Looks visually very good. And it's sort of harking back to what made Star Wars interesting back in the day. Colourful locations, fun, frenetic story.
Yeah.
Just hope it sort of scales up well from a 2-minute trailer into an actual TV show, because if the concept's there and it's been well thought out, then hopefully it will work over multi-episodes. It's not just that.
It's weird to think that Jude Law's a veteran actor.
I know.
I always see him as this young guy. Yeah.
They fought about in Glasgow.
In Glasgow, yeah.
In Charing Cross.
Yeah, McFabs, yeah.
Yeah. He was always hanging about Glasgow. He's a good guy, Jude. I like Jude.
Miller and can't remember.
Andy Gordon.
It was one Johnny Lee Miller and can't remember who the actor. It was probably a Scottish actor actually. Maybe Ewan Bremner or something. I don't know. It was probably one of the Trainspotting lads or something like that. But yeah, they were all very tight. Hung about in Glasgow quite a bit.
He's a cool cat. I like Jude. I've liked him in most things he's in.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see him in this. I'm glad to see him in Star Wars.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Skeleton Crew though? The official trailer. Watching the show as a concept, the casting, the choice to put Jude in there. Just the themes being explored. It looks like a simpler message being conveyed, and that's maybe what we need to get back to with Star Wars. If you're not Andor, delivering complex human condition storytelling with brilliant actors like, I don't know, Stellan Skarsgård or whatever, then just keep it simpler. That's what made The Mandalorian so good in the early days. It was really simple, gunslinging, fucking EastEnders and Star Wars, episodic content. He has to go and do this. He gets paid for it. Really simple. It worked. People loved it. Get back to that. That seems to be doing that. What's your thoughts, Nick? Share your thoughts down below about that, our reaction. And if you want to share, down below in the comments section. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications. Also, like to be said, those until the next time, thank you for watching us, and bye-bye.